Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you. Midday money on a Monday, September the 4th. Welcome on into the show. Hope everybody's doing super duperly, if that's a word. Like, subscribe, ring the bell here on the Winning Free Picks channel. Maybe you're on the old Sean Higgs page. Perhaps you're on Picks and Parlays. Either way, like, subscribe, ring the bell, notification bell's on. So, you know, each and every day we post the free picks video, whatever we got going on, look headlines, midday money. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs is out there for you as well in the Twitter sphere. If you're in the land of X, I prefer Twitter. That's just me. I said we'd do a country rundown, and we will. And we'll start with our, it does say 20 countries listening, but everyone is counted. So I guess we are worldwide. One listener in the Netherlands, one in Qatar, one in the Bahamas. Somebody's on vacation enjoying the show. One in Egypt. How about that? One in Panama, Finland, and Romania. We got a 2-pack, 2 listeners. Maybe they're sitting in a bar together. Botswana, Venezuela, Portugal, the Philippines. 3 listeners apiece in the UK. Only 3 UK people. Probably because I don't like fish and chips. And there's not a lot of soccer in here. 3 in Brazil, 3 in Colombia. You know, the South American folks, they probably roll out as soon as they see football and they're thinking it's soccer. It's not real. Soccer's not football, folks. It's soccer. All right, we do American football. 6 in Mexico. Maybe some of the Vatos down in Juarez. Who knows? Maybe they're in Oaxaca. 6 people in Mexico listening. 11 Germans. 55 Canucks. 365 Frenchmen. The French. I love it. Thank you, French, for listening. 365. And 8,000 something Americans here in the States. So I got that going for me on a Monday. Recap wise, and I gotta say, there's not much to really say here. Yesterday we had one game. What did we put out? The under there in the O's game. Didn't cash. So we are 265 and 313 minus 1730 here in September. And I got really nothing today. There'll be no today's picks. I'm not loving anything. I bet one baseball game today. I tell you what it is. It's Tampa Bay under 8.5, and it's down to 8. I didn't put it in the chat. That's all I got. I don't really love a whole lot here in Major League Baseball. College football 9-5 in the video plus 320. And NFL right around the corner. 130.77 plus 49.67 last year in the NFL. So if you want, I've said this before, if you want to get down on the premium side of things here, it's basically, what did I say, 600? It's $6.99 for NFL, $5.99 for college. Both is $7.99, but with the promo code, it brings it down to $6.30. So basically, you get NFL and college for less than just the NFL season with the promo code. There you go. I got to kind of hype up a little bit to make a little money. It's $5 for the YouTube premium if you're interested, and $31.20 for a week of plays. There you go. And NFL, nobody's better. What's there to say? NFL, best guy on the planet last year. Let's go to the comments section to see what we're going to roll through today, because tomorrow, real fast, tomorrow is Teaser Tuesday. We'll bring back teasers. People like teasers, degenerate teasers. We'll bring back a 3-team college and NFL teaser for the show. There will probably be some college football and NFL free picks added for the weekend, and any baseball I like to add will be added. But Teaser Tuesday is back. Teaser Tuesday is back. I'm not fat's coming in saying what's up. How are you? I'm not fat. Milwaukee, Philly, Baltimore, three-legger. So again, it's a three-legger because you got Bernsey on the Hill Lane, a 180. Taiwan Walker. I against Rich Hill. How about I want to do an over in that game? Why do I think Philly should hit Rich Hill? And Baltimore, Grayson Rodriguez laying a big chunk. I don't hate it. 3-0 should be there. The Philly one concerns me just because why are they only laying 110 versus Rich Hill or 115, whatever it is. Um, if you're gonna go crazy big numbers like that, why not? Why not throw in Arizona or Toronto? You know, I don't know. The Philly one, you got a 180, you got a 180 again, and then you have Philly in there at a 115. Trey Turner over bases, sure. Do Clemson under? Yes, I did that. We were talking about that with Jesse Shule just before. Me and Jesse are gonna do a show on the Jesse Shule channel on Monday mornings. So it'll be like a recap kind of I think it'll be like a prime time Monday kind of thing. We'll talk about Thursday, Sunday, and the Monday night games. That's what we did today. Little supposed to be 20 minutes, it was an hour. It is what it is. Under Clemson Duke, yes. Travis has one crazy summer. Are we talking one crazy summer? The movie with John Cusack? Just leave me alone with my dream. Hilarious, one crazy summer. Bobcat Goldthwait. I come from the planet of the toes, and I bring you produce. One crazy summer. Travis, Sniper says hit the like button. Yes, hit the like button. How many are hitting the like button here on the channels? Let's check out what we got going on here on the Sean Higgs channel. We have 3 likes on the Sean Higgs YouTube channel. Super duper. Thank you, Sniper. And he's on the Sean Higgs. David's on the Sean Higgs channel as well. Awesome. Look at this. We have YouTube watchers on the Sean Higgs, the old Sean Higgs page. I want to do later on tonight or this afternoon. Um, I got to do some cards. I got to get rid of a retro wax box. But yes, hit the like button. We got some comments here. Now it says we definitely need more likes on the Picks and Parlays channel. Definitely more likes here. It says there are 17 watching and there are just 4 likes. So what's that about? That's not nice. Why would I mean hit the dislike? If you're commenting, you're already locked in the system. Winner free picks. Leading the way in likes on the Winner Free Pick channel. I love it. Get on over that Winner Free Pick page. David says, good morning, Higgs. Tough start. Yeah, listen, college football for me, 8-14 out of the gate. Not good. Not good at college football on the sites. So not where I want to be there. Dave, I tell you, we win, we lose. You get my records. I don't lie about it. Now, am I going to come and make excuses? You can't make excuses. I get it. We bet it. We forget it. We move on. I'm looking forward to next week. I think we got a couple winners already lined up for next Saturday. We'll see how we go. Down a little bit, but we don't go crazy. It's not like I said come in and we're betting crazy game of the years kind of stuff and bet 3 times your bankroll on games. I bet a lot of games. You got to grind it out. Not again. Obviously, I'd rather start 14-8 than 8-14. But Chad, good morning. Thoughts on Justin Steele? More strikeouts than Logan Webb. Parlayed with Clemson -13. I'm a Steele guy. I do like Justin Steele a lot. So what the K prop? What is it for Logan Webb? He's sitting at a. I guess he just needs more, so it doesn't make a difference what it's listed as a prop wise for him. Seems to be a 7 kind of strikeout kind of guy. 6-7 strikeouts his last few games. Webb 6.15. I mean, he should get it done. I'll say okay to that. Just looking at their last 10 games, you want to go strikeouts with Jay Steele? Sure. And Clemson -13. How about we do the under first half here in this Clemson game? I don't know if I want to lay 13 with Clemson. That's just me. That's just me. Again, lean under. J Rock says had FSU minus 6.5. Smoke that bum, Brian Kelly. He did get it done. Late score in there. Sails over the total. I, you know, so I had LSU there, and I looked at that as obviously the revenge spot. And I thought Kelly year two, especially after we saw, again, different teams, all that last year, this year. But Florida State almost blew that game late last year. I figured we had a coaching edge to get it done here. Although I did think that Norville, as I said in the previews, I think he's a hot seat kind of guy this year. Nice statement win to start the season. He dropped 45 on LSU. Not a big Brian Kelly guy, huh, there, J Rock? Clemson -7.5 in the first quarter. Clemson for the full game. I like Clemson for the first half and the under. Duke I think is step up competition. Again, did I bet this game? No. Michael Amato's in house. FSU LSU over 56. Never in doubt. Easy peasy winner there. Speaking of the never in doubts, Mike, I gotta go to back to yesterday's chat because Groovy and Nick were like easy winner it was the third inning. It was 4-3. They had over 10.5 in the game, and they're like, oh, this is looking good. I'm like, in the third inning? It went over in the seventh. So that's an easy win in the seventh inning. We'll take a seventh inning easy winner, not in the third inning. Dave's in the house. Says Higgs, I like the Stros money line today. Let's start with the Houston Astros with JP France. I see London. I see France. I see JP's underpants against Andrew Heaney. I don't hate this simply because Texas been bad lately. They're just kind of like in a tailspin, right? So I understand doing that. Houston's off a bad series themselves against the Yanks getting swept, right? They've dropped, 3 in a row now? I don't know. How about an over in this game? I don't want to bet on a team that's dropped 3 straight, Dave. Rays on the money line here against Bello. Again, I like the under. We're in the 140 range here against Bello. I mean, I guess I don't hate it. I do think Tampa is better than Boston. And at Clemson. Everybody's on Clemson in the chat. A lot of Clemson love. Tamoose was rolling out with me and Jesse today. I took the Cubbies and the White Sox. I could all do Cubbies. You know I want the Cubbies. I'm still holding out Cubbies for the Central. And the White Sox. Really? White Sox action here? Holy cow. An underdog versus Kansas City. How about just playing over and be safe there? There's no pitching, hitting, errors. It's a whole combination of clusterness. Taking the White Sox. Wow. J Rock says Jays game over 8.5. Barrios and Ken Waldachuk. I'll say yes to that. Bobby Witt over bases. Yes. Andrew Vaughn over bases. I like Vaughn. Yeah. You want to do some home runs here. Both of those guys can go yard too as well, J Rock. JK is joining in. He joins the monthly. Appreciate it. We got a new member here. Listen, $4.99. You got some games. I'm going to add some NFL. There's 2 NFL games posted. I'll probably add a third, possibly a total, and of course, I'm going to put some college football up in there, either tonight or tomorrow as well. Jarek, thanks for joining. I mean, listen, you're supporting the show. It's $4.99, of which I probably get about $2 maybe. So, and you're going to get 10, a dozen picks. So thank you for supporting the channel. That's why, support the channel. I'm here every day. You gotta pay for my my Super Crunch Metrics bars. They're going up $8.99 for a box of this nonsense. Ridiculous. Nick, yesterday was easy over in the Reds game. Here we go. Easy over. I love the easies. Today over White Sox. Yes. Rockies over. Where are the Rockies? against Arizona. Lambert and Merrill Kelly. You like the over there, huh? All right, I got no opinion on that one. Jays over, I can do that, yes. Under Rays game, yes. Under Cubbies game, yes. Phillies money line, again, looks a little low. Looks a little low facing Rich Hill. No? 115? I don't know if I want to do that one. And the Stros. Everybody's betting the Stros off of getting swept. Brooms are out. Let's take the Stros. I would lean to the over there. Damon Hill comes in. Phillies and the over. That one I don't hate. If they're gonna beat, they should beat Rich Hill. At least worst case, you split because the game should go over. I mean, I don't see Rich Hill pitching some 3-1 gem. Astros again. I gotta say the chat today. Chat love. I'm writing it down here. Clemson. There hasn't been one Duke. Clemson minus 13 and Houston money line. So far, though, the big two chat picks. Here we go. Clemson again. Like the Cubbies game over and Clemson game under. Clemson under, yes. I don't know if I want to do Cubbies over. These are two pitchers I like. And Justin Steele, my guy. Cy Young Steele, baby. Zero respect for him, though. He gets no love. Everything's Blake Snell. And Strider. I could do Strider because he's going to go 20 game winner, first place, 300 straight. He's going to beat everybody by like 50, 60 strikeouts. No to Snell. Guy in a terrible team. Dave says, I want to parlay the O's and Demon backs. Listen to me. I don't hate that because the O's are laying 190. Diamondbacks are laying 230. Phillies. Here come the Phillies. The Phillies. I mean, Phillies minus 115, and it's Rich Hill. I mean, really? Looks way too easy. Phillies over 40. I think yes, Mike. I mean, Rich Hill is terrible. It should get there. But why are they only 115 fave? I mean, is Suarez going to give up 10 runs today? The line is so short, you have to bet the over because there's no way Rich Hill. I can't see this being like a 3-1 game. Like before the show even starts. There you go. That's what we're supposed to do. You get here early. It's like going to the movies. You go about 15 minutes early. You get your drink. You get popcorn. I'm not a popcorn guy. I like the pretzel nuggets. You want to sit down. You want to watch the previews. Hit the like button. Yes. Get here early. That's why I set the show up early. I set up so you know what's coming. Michael Amato. I rolled my LSU FSU winnings into the Eagles 3.5. Winner. To Moose, Sean. When a line jumps from 142 to 155, it seems the favorite is getting more money, so the line goes higher. I know you said you're not a teaching podcast, but if you don't mind giving me a quick answer to that. So you have the overnight line comes out, and it's so-and-so minus 142, and then it moves up, which is most signs do move in the mornings. It's just it's obviously the money's coming in on the side, right? Somebody's betting it. Maybe they think somebody's going to be sitting out for the other team. Again, that to me is minimal. Like, oh, Judge isn't playing today. Well, that's fine. Judge isn't playing. The Yanks have trouble hitting anyway. He's the only guy who hits in the lineup. That kind of stuff. This is why I like to bet ahead of time because I don't want that to confuse me. Like I'd much rather lay 142 to 155. But my answer to this is it's just jumping because people are betting it. It's it for baseball. Football, you see this move ahead of time, like on a Tuesday. You know, game day moves are a little different than the early moves. The overnight line move from a 140 to 150. I think that's public because people are going to start betting. It's also you have more open. A lot of places don't post a lot of overnight lines as well, Tommy. They don't take a lot of action on those kind of things. That's more sharper kind of stuff. You know, I mean, let's just pull the chat, and I should do a daily poll in the chat. Like, when do people mostly bet their baseball? Are they betting a 7:00 game at noon? Or are they betting a 7:00 game at 6:30? Because I mean, I think this is more of someone's betting. Not they're sharper or smarter, but they're moving ahead of time to beat that line move where they think it's going to go. Baseball moves are tougher, I think, than NFL. I mean, I'm sure I'm more confusing here on this. It's just a tough one to wrap around because with baseball, it's are you taking an action line on this? Maybe somebody's taking action because they know there's going to be a pitching change and it's going to go up either way. There's I don't know. Baseball's a little tricky when it comes to the lines. I think for me more than your football. Bill says Casey pitcher's good, right? Casey first five today. I like Raggins. Ranger guy. Casey's. I don't say they've come on, but as bad as they were, they're young guys. I mean, we know Witt, Vinny P, Melendez. They got some young kind of kids here. You want to go first five here with them? I mean, they're a 140 fave. That's crazy. I mean, if I'm doing a KC here, I mean, I would have to probably take a run line. If just the fact that they're favored. You disagree with my take on the KC Detroit? You think it goes over? KC averaging 36 points per game and opener. And who does Jordan Love have to throw to? Well, all right. Opening games, that's fine. I don't. To me, that kind of stuff. I mean, have you bet all their openers since they've averaged 36 a game? I mean, trends are fine. I get it. People want to bet trends. Not for me. I'm going to take the under. 54 and a half, I'm going to go under. And I don't even know one guy on Green Bay. Who do they have? I don't know receiver. I don't care about that. I'm not running a fantasy baseball or a fantasy football team, Bill. Dave says, any thoughts on Cubbies Giants over 5.5 Ks for Raggins? I like the Cubbies. You know this, Dave. You know we got Cubby futures all over the joint. We love Bellinger. We love Steele. We like the Cubs to win the NL Central. Over 77.5 wins. It's the Cubs all day. The Raggins K's. I don't hate that. I mean, how is Raggins pitched? I mean, we know the Sox are trash. They're having a bad year. Look at Raggins K's. Are you kidding me? 9, 10, 9, 5, 11, 8. Go over the K's, baby. Is that his strikeouts? Cole Raggins, 9 Ks last game in 7 innings versus Pitt. 11 Ks in 6 innings versus the A's. 9 Ks in 6 innings versus the Cubs. 5 Ks in 5 innings, St. Louis. 11 Ks, 6 innings, Boston. 8 Ks, 6 innings, the New York Metropolitans. 8, 11, 9, 11, 9. There's a 1 off 5 in there against St. Louis. And he had 4 walks in that game, so he was just missing. Take that over. You know what? That's going to make the chat prop. That is a chat prop. Here we go. Raggins. Cole Raggins over 5 Ks. Prop bet. I'm even putting a lock in there for everybody. Look at that. Raggins over 5 Ks. Michael, it's Clemson covered a 13. Was a 13.5 this morning. Well, I mean, it was at 11 when it opened. The whole chat is betting Clemson, Michael, just so you know. Michael B's in the house. Good morning. Justin Thompson's in the house. He's a premium member to the show. Good afternoon, Higgs. White Sox Royals over the 9.5. Yes. Phillies Padres over 9. Yes. Twins Guardians over 8. Anytime Cleveland plays, I want to suit up to an under here. And even the Twins are kind of an under team. I would lean under there. Hopefully Giolito doesn't get crushed. Give me the under. Michael B. Split yesterday in baseball. Yanks Twins. Made the mistake of betting LSU. I made a mistake too. Dominguez homered again. A few more games I can start unloading some of his baseball cards. There you go. I'm glad it only took the Yankees like 4 months to bring up all these young guys because, guys like I mean, I can't even think of their trash players. There's so many. I'm because all I think about is like Volpe in my head, and I got Peraza and Florial and Dominguez and Wells. All the young guys they should be playing. Even Torres should be getting. He's obviously playing, but Michael B. I kind of want to bet the A's today on a money line. They've won a few in a row, and Jay's coming out of Colorado. Oakland has won 3 in a row. Yes. How about an over in that game? How about an over? DC Capper's in the house. Sean, looking for your 2 best bets you like the most. Can you help me out with 2 or 3 South Strong bets? Um, Listen, today I don't really love a lot today. The only game I bet today was the Tampa Bay under. It was 8.5. It is now down to 8. That is my favorite play for today. My only play that I bet on today. Some days you like the card, some days you don't, DC. But that's where I'm at in baseball today. And I don't like this game. Everybody's on Clemson, so obviously I'll be on Duke. Moneyline Markel's in the house. Orioles run line with Grayson Rodriguez. Sure. Rays first 5 here with Saval over Brian Bello. A's first 5 in full game. I mean, I understand it with Toronto coming out of Colorado. It's something I always want to fade the kind of pitch in there. I said I like the over. I lean over there. Gabe's in the house. Happy Labor Day. We built this country. There you go, Gabe. Gabe is a Jersey cat. Good to see you, Gabe. Welcome on into the show. I haven't seen you in a bit. I know you're back for football. Michael B. I kind of want to take it over in the Giants Cubbies game. Wise line 9. Yeah, but I mean, here's the thing. It's obviously the wind is doing something out there. I mean, how do you? We're going to run to go against Justin Steele. The guy's given up like more than 3 runs once this year. I mean, he's been fabulous. DC, had a good Saturday in college football. Need your 2 bets for what day? For today? I only have 1 bet today. DC under Tampa. Mike Lay. Hey, you know what else is weird? Phillies team total 4.5. Even money at FanDuel. Figured the number would be exactly against Rich Hill. It's just I said that about the spread at 110, 115. Like, how about Padres and you lay a 1.5 with them? I mean, I'm not a Rich Hill guy. How is this line this number here? 7-13, a 5.20 ERA. He's got an 8.50 ERA since coming over to San Diego. I mean, look at this nonsense. How about this August from Rich Hill? 4 games, 5 starts, 18 innings, 23 hits, 18 innings, 17 runs, 6 homers, 307 batting average against. And yet, it's a pick 'em or a small. That's a big no thank you to me. John X is in the house. I always wait around 6 p.m. when the game starts at 7. You're a late better, huh? You like to bet late in the game. Late in the day. Let's go to where is the poll? Let's go poll it up. Where is the poll? Where is the poll? I don't want emojis. Am I in the winning free pick page here? No, that's the Picks and Parlays YouTube channel. Let's go to here we go. Engage with your audience. I'm going to start a poll. When do you bet? Early or late? When do we bet? Early or late? John says he's a late kind of guy. Moneyline Markel. KC is a minus 150. 150. Holy cow. Raggins has been striking out cats, though. DC, seems like after I have a great day, I lose the next day and lose my money after a good Saturday. Here's DC, here's the problem with that. If you're having good days and you're losing everything the next day, you got to you don't start doubling up. Hey, I go 3-0 or 1-0 or 19-0. You don't come the next day and be like, we're going undefeated and betting everything. Money management. Money management. And if that's the case, if you know that every day you win, you lose the next day, I would definitely go from, say, $100 down to $10. Why would you go crazy? Even if it's just psychological for you. Don't do it. Moneyline Markel's on Clemson first half. The entire chat loves Clemson. John X, hate seeing the worst team in baseball as a favorite. I mean, what is that? It's crazy. Weird. Padres run line for plus big money. Jesse Show, I want to thank Sean for joining me on the chat this morning. Yeah, Jesse, we got to come up with a show name for the morning show. Me and Jesse are going to do. It'll probably be what? We'll probably do prime time, right? Thursday, Sunday, Monday games. Recap, rehash a little bit of the weekend kind of stuff we saw on the Jesse Schultz channel. You see Jesse right there. It's easy enough to find him. David, what do you got? Nice 3-team parlay, all MLB. The Red Sox, Guardians, and Philly. I mean, the Philly one is just scary for me. Like, what is up with that line, David? What's up with that line? And I like Bello. I got the under in that game. And I'm a Giolito guy. If you watch the show, you know I'm high on Giolito. So I can't say no to Gio. Never no to Gio. Michael Walker's in house. Cubbies first 5. Sure with Steele. Houston money line with France. I mean, they dropped 3 in a row. I don't want to bet on a team on losing streak. Philly, again, the Philly game here to me is a total trap here. Besides the fact that everybody's running to bet the Phillies because they're a 110 fave, 115 fave over Rich Hill and his 80 ERA. Yikes. Baltimore money line. You're going to lay at a 190 with Grayson Rodriguez. Okay. Tampa money line and over 8.5. I'm against you there. I have the under, Michael. Javier's in the house. Welcome. Found time to catch the show. Been a while. Thoughts on Clemson. Here we go. Javi, stay. There's not one person in here like Duke anywhere. It's Clemson for the game. It's Clemson first half. It's Clemson this. Clemson. We'll see how it goes. I have no opinion on the game. I did not bet the game. I would probably lean first half under. Michael B, a lock. Now you give that lock, so what's the world comes to you. Like that? The Cole Ragans lock? I understand the under on KC Detroit. To me, it's obvious. Like the Phillies against Rich Hill today. Public definitely on KC over. I think it's going to be a shootout. This game, and I talked about this last night. Look at lines. I mean, it's Mahomes. Everybody loves Mahomes. Super Bowl champion. Look at this. The total's 50. Are you kidding me? Both teams are going to score 30-something points here. A lot of hype on Detroit right there. Whatever reason that people love them. Sorry, Detroit Lenny. I don't love him that much. And you know me. I'm going to go opposite of what people think. That's fine. And I could lose. I do lose. I lost this weekend in college football. One weekend and one day. If the total doesn't hit, people come in here and be like, I told you so. That's fine. Come see me in a month or 3 months or at the end of the year. I'm not betting you over there. No, thank you. No, thank you. Stop Gio says Phillies first 5. Again, everybody's on Phillies. Gio says, good luck, Higgy. Curious about your thoughts on teaser parlay. Packers and the Skins. Yes. I mean, it's easy enough with the Redskins, right? You're thinking Arizona's going to be terrible. Who's the quarterback? I mean, they're going to be bad. Do I want to lay money on Washington? I think you can find something better in Washington. And I like the Packers. No thank you to the Bears. The Bears. Desmond says Clemson minus 13, over 56. What do you think? I think I like the under first half. And Clemson, you are one of, I don't know. If there's 100 people watching, 98 of them have already said Clemson today. 98 have said Clemson. A lot of people. A lot of people on Clemson today. There you go. Entire chat's on Clemson. Listen to this guy. Michael B. You need to add depends to your poll because it depends on a game that I believe the line will move against the way I want to bet early. If it's a dog, I think everyone will bet against it. I may wait. Yeah, that's the thing. You do a little poll like that. I can't, I have a huge paragraph for everything. Like, do you bet early overnights or do you wait till closer to game time because you think line's going to move? It's just one of those things. I understand waiting. Right? You want a dog. You think people are going to bet on it. Like this total. It's going to probably go to 55. I won't be shocked if it goes higher. It comes down. I'll look like a genius. But I don't think it's going to come down. I think it's going to go up because people are going to bet it. So Moose, what percentage of your mindset when you're placing a bet on baseball goes towards the pitchers out of 100? Probably like, so I want to say like maybe 70. It depends on the pitcher. Like some pitchers you like, right? Yeah, the pitchers are important because you think a starting pitcher is going to go 5, 6, 7 innings. Yeah, obviously, you open 7 or more from your starting pitcher. And if they're playing well, you're betting on a good pitcher for that reason. Like he's going to go 7+ and do X, and then we're going to hit the other guy, and it's that simple. So to me, pitching is important. What do I look for in the pitching is more important. Like I'm a big whip guy. I like the whip. I like the batting average against. I like to dive into that to see. All right, his ERA is a 3.5, but his BAA is a 2.06. So is he just getting some unlucky hits? Or just he's giving up an untimely hit, bad, stuff like that, where he pitches good most of the time. He's just not getting the big out when he needs it. Pitching is extremely important. I mean, the breakdown of it's different, but percent wise, it's really about a pitcher. Like, hi, do I want to run and bet a bad pitcher? I'm going to say, like I said, 70 makes sense because you have bad teams that you don't want to bet on. I know. You have pitchers you want to bet. I have pitchers I want to bet. Pitchers I don't want to bet. Just like there's teams I want to bet. DC Capper, was your best play at Tampa under 10? You was your best play you like Tampa under? Well, the unders, I mean, it was 8.5. It's down to 8. I mean, if you got a 10, what are you buying it up to a 10? I don't buy. I bet small after a good day. I only bet a couple games, but I lose. I understand. I get it. Listen, I really what do I say to that, DC? If every time you win, you lose the next day, I'm going to say skip the next day, but it's not going to happen because the next time you bet's going to lose because that's just psychologically what will happen. Always go small then. You have to. Just cashed out my Raggins bet. The Raggin, his strikeouts. I mean, you like how I threw the lock in there? He has been great. I heard somebody say when they made this deal, people were like, "Oh, it's a great deal for the Rangers. They get Chapman for the bullpen, but don't sleep on Raggins because he was a bullpen guy." I mean, look at these strikeouts for him the last month. I mean, he he comes over 9, 11, 9, 5, 11, 8. I mean, his first start with them, he had 3. I mean, just crushing guys. I mean, it's a 5. Scott's in the house. I just got on. What do you think about the Clemson over under? Like, yeah, it's huge tonight off a parlay if it goes under. I like the under. I like the first half under and full game under. So I do like the under. Jeremy says the Cubbies first 5. Yes, I like Steele. Justin Steele, get it done. Dave says, look at that under Clemson. Yes, and under 4.5 runs. D-backs, Colorado. I'm not. Anytime Colorado's involved, I don't want to look at any unders, really. Michael B. I already know you don't like it, but I'm taking the Giants money line today. The thing has not moved. Every sample I have shows the world is on the Cubbies early game. Everyone thinks it's easy. Giants money. I mean, Webb is solid. I mean, you're getting a good pitcher. He's going to keep you in it. You can win this game 3-1. I don't hate it. But at 115, do I want to bet a 115 with the Giants have lost 3 straight. We talk about pitching, right? Tamush was like, "What? Do you take a lot of account into the pitching?" Yeah, pitching is very important. But I also look at a team like the Giants who have dropped 10 of 15 or something like that too. Do I want to run back a team who's playing bad ball at 115 versus the Cubbies who are trying to come in and steal a spot in the playoffs? I mean, where are they standing wise here? They are 3.5 back for the division. I mean, they're still alive for the division here. Still alive. Bill McDonald, my book has a boost. Clemson winning over. Under a bid. There you go. Take that under. Clemson winning the over. And the boosts are losers. DC Capper, 1.2, little grand, 12 honey on a Saturday. If it was 1 or 2 games, I would like that. So you won 12 honey on Saturday. What you end up losing yesterday? You got under 10 in Tampa? What book is this? Good for you. I mean, you had to buy that number up, though. You had to. Scott, not Scott. This is a straight Scott. I'm on Philly Padres over 9. Yes. Are there any free sites where I can see where the money is going and percentage of bet slips coming in on MLB and college football? Um, those kind of things. I mentioned this before because the one day I was just on like the VSiN page for percentages, and uh, they were someone mentioned the FanDuel percentages, I believe, or the DraftKings. Like they all have that. You could find those. For me, I don't run to see the percentages, Scott. And I think people, especially now, I don't realize you're going to go to a site to see percentages off of some book. How what kind? I don't trust those percentages because when I was using them off of the V, hold on, let me pull it up for a second. Here we go, splits. We'll do some NFL splits right here. So we were talking about this, and I said your splits they were from DK. Someone had DK splits up, and I said, well, let me check them here. And I was just on the uh, VSiN page, and again, it was the same book, and the splits here were different than the ones the other guy was giving out from the same sports book. Where are they coming from? Forget about the splits. Don't. I mean, people talk about that nonsense, and that's what it is now because you have splits from Louisiana are going to be different than the splits in Chicago, which are different from New York, different from Mississippi. Don't worry about the splits. Don't worry. I mean, it's you're way past that time now with sports betting legal in half the country. They are going to be the the Philly Giants splits are going to be ridiculous because in New York and Jersey, everybody's betting the Giants. Everybody's betting Philly and Philly, or maybe South Jersey might be betting Philly. Don't worry about that stuff. Scott, do yourself a favor. Sunday afternoon, noon, 1 o'clock, college football lines come in. Get your pen out, copy and paste, print them out. Print out the opening number. Same with NFL on a Wednesday or Thursday. You can get, hi, I got the Giants every college football game for the entire season, projected lines. They give them out beginning of the year. All right. Colorado, plus 7.5. Now they're -5. You know, you have projected lines. That's what I prefer to look at. Excuse me, as I just burped on here. I'm not looking at a split on ridiculous nonsense that you hear about on the horse has left the barn, the ship has left the port. Insert any kind of thing there. You're hearing about it on some kind of podcast or channel or bettings or whatever. It's gone. It's out of there. Get ahead of that split by knowing on a Thursday, Friday, a week ahead of time for NFL next Sunday, on a Sunday, Monday for college football for next Saturday. Don't worry about the splits. Don't worry about the splits. I'll say splits are useless. I don't know what other cappers are going to say. I've said it before. I do not worry about it, especially today's day and age. Sports betting legal, a lot of nonsense, a lot of money that's people have money to bet doesn't make a difference. I don't worry about that. I worry about early moves and how I feel about them. Locking it with the Kings in the house. Florida State money line winner 5-1 to start the season for locking in with the King. He's on Twitter. Go give him a follow. Scott says I want Roggins over 17.5 outs today. He should get it versus the White Sox. I mean, his number. I mentioned his strikeouts. The guy's been dealing. Holy cow! Who saw Cole Roggins coming in? I misunderstood you. So sorry about that. I haven't looked at the lines yet. Okay. I was thinking Super Bowl, Philly, Baltimore. Philly, Baltimore, Super Bowl. I'm going to start with Philly because I think they're the most talented team in the NFC. I don't think there's a team really close to them. They should get back there. They should. Will it be a little tough sledding to start, new coordinator, stuff like that? Maybe. The talent level, I mean, the defense is great. If they could get the pressure like they did last year and sack guys left and right, I don't think a team's coming close to them. I really don't. I mean, they might get tripped up. Say they lose in Dallas, like that's going to be a tough one for them. I think they got. Do they have KC on the schedule? Philly. New England, Minnesota win, Tampa Bay win, Washington win, Rams at the Jets. Maybe that's a battle. Maybe Aaron Rodgers is found a fountain of youth. Miami home, they should win. Washington should win. Dallas at Kansas City is a tough game. Here's a tough little stretch for them. This is where we're going to find the Philly season. You have after your bye week, you're at Kansas City, home versus Buffalo, home versus San Fran, at Dallas. That's a tough little run. And then you're at Seattle and then home versus the Giants. Maybe the Giants might trip you up there because you're off of a crazy back-to-back road game. You play KC, Buffalo, San Fran. Philly, though, let's be honest, at least 13 wins this year, should win the East, barring anything crazy. I'm not going to say no to them going to Super Bowl. Baltimore, obviously, you're looking outside the box thinking, and I'll never say no to outside the box. You know, everybody's going to take Kansas City's, your Baltimore's, your Buffalo's. I get it. You want to go Baltimore instead? I don't hate it. Lamar plays, Baltimore wins. It's that simple. Burrow, maybe he gets hurt more. Who knows? Kansas City, Reed's calling the plays. It's still a new coordinator. Everybody knows the wide receivers. It's kind of like, it's Mahomes. I'm down on the Bills myself personally. I don't hate it. I don't hate an exacted error on that. I mean, it'll be a good payday with Baltimore. Robert Dixon says Giants first 5 minus 125 here. Again, Webb is going to keep you in it. I'm a steel guy. Be happy says 6.5 Ks now on Ragans. There you go. I mean, not shocking. I ran down the numbers. The guy's had more than 9. He had more than 8. He had 8, 9, 9, 11. I mean, be happy. Thanks for the update. Ramon Scott's in the house, my guy. How are you? 4 teams tied for third wild card in NL now. Yeah. I mean, you got Miami, San Fran, and Arizona all battling that. Since he's right there as well. I mean, 70 and 67 for Miami, San Fran, and Arizona. 71 and 68 for Cincinnati. There you go. There you go. Unbelievable. Cincinnati's still hanging tough. The Padres somehow think they're still in it. DC laid off yesterday. That's fine. DC, let me tell you something. You say DC capper, if you're a better, you're a grinder. Might be new. You don't have to bet just because there's games on the board. A lot of games today, right? Oh, there's a big marquee. There's a college football game with a ranked team. I didn't bet the game. You don't have to run to bet a game because it's there. You want to make money? There you go. Guaranteed money, not betting something because it's on TV or it's a day game or it's the bailout play, late night game at 11 o'clock. You could win by not betting. You don't have to bet it. Scott, DraftKings has a prop. If either team goes up by 7, you win your bet in the Thursday game. I bet the lines because you get bigger money. If a team goes up 7, why can you bet both and guarantee yourself money? Why wouldn't you take the line? They go up 7-0. I mean, I'd call a friend and bet both sides, and I guarantee myself a win. Scott, doesn't matter who wins the game. Bet both sides. Open up account in your wife's name. Bet both sides. Robert, KC no bottom 9 today. Better than laying 150, Rob. Yes. Jeremy, Cubbies first 5. Steel. I like Steel. We got Steel over. Steel over K's. Is that what you want to do? Steel over K prop? And a half basis parlay. I don't know if I'm running to a half basis parlay. Webb is still a decent pitcher. I don't know if I want to run to that. I mean, Steel, sure. JK is in here, just an FYI. I haven't been to the live chat for a few months, but if I hit the like button, the chat disappears and says that it's moved. I don't know. Hit the refresh button and come back. I don't know why it would move on you. I'm not sure why it moves. That's a little. I don't understand that. I don't understand. Desmond, what do got? Check the sheet. What about my sheet? The sheet of the projected lines. Dano from Florida, hamstrung with Bovada. Got Rockets over 6.5. Well, Bovada's not bad. Bovada, listen, you can find some good lines on Bovada. All right. And it's going to get there. The guy, he's good for 8 strikeouts, I think. I'm not fat. Gallon over 17.5 outs killed me parlay last night. He ended with 16. Well, please, I had the under there. So, yeah, I was expecting a lot better performance. Where did I got those printouts? Where did I get these printouts anyway? What site was this? I don't recall where I got these from. Could have been I don't know. I don't want to say a name if it's the wrong name. I'm gonna type in see projected. Let's see. I want to actually think that it was maybe uh, wager talk, but I'm not sure. Maybe Vegas Insider. I don't remember where I printed them out from. Maybe one of those 2 pages. It could have been. You know what? It could have been on the Superbook homepage too. Maybe Superbook had them. I've had these for a while. I printed them out a couple weeks ago. Brian, what do you say? Coming in late? We talking Duke? There we go. Only guy in the chat to mention Duke. Brian Rojas. Everybody else on Clemson. Who do you like at Green Bay week 1? Green Bay. Listen, I've said Green Bay for 2 months. Randy says, print out that place. You make bets at the counter. Well, you could do that, but this was. I mean, these weren't at the counter because these are double-sided. These aren't your typical like printout on something like this. So. Stop Geo. How would I bet both sides? Chiefs up by 7, win on DK with a special that he just mentioned. The bet the lines anyway. I said if you have DK, have 2 accounts at DK. You can't get 2 accounts at DK. You don't know anybody bet the other side for you? Jeremy says looking for a website for printouts. Unfortunately, I'm not that close to any casino or books. Yeah, I'm not. I totally don't remember where I printed those out from. I want to say it's either Wager Talk or Vegas Insider, possibly. It could have been on the Superbook. I mean, if you look, Jeremy, you might be able to find like go to like a Google search and just type in for. I mean, it might take you a bit to find the right combination. They're there. I found them on a site with the lines. Brian says liking the Cubs and Giants. Nerfy, yes. Moneyline Markel. I'm a sucker for pain, but I'm not looking to back the Diamondbacks. I took a stab on the Rockies' first 5. Yeah, I got no opinion on that one. Moneyline Markel. What's up from the King, Mr. Colt himself? Desmond says not FanDuel. I don't know where I got them from. DC, how do you feel about Toronto run line and Houston first 5? Why don't I want to take the Stros who've lost 3 in a row? I don't want to take a team on a losing streak. No, thank you. And Toronto, again, you're coming out of Colorado, and I like Barrios. Fine. You want to do a run line? That's what, minus 115, 120. I understand. Oakland's won 3 in a row, though. How about an over? How about an over in that game? Manilai Markel saying hello to the king. Scott says, I have 21 over under win bets in NFL this year. Last year I won 17 of those. I'll be in Vegas on Wednesday. Scott, good for you jumping in some long term stuff. That means you got a head on your shoulders and you can make a little money betting that you can bet some futures. Good for you. 17 win loss totals. Excellent, excellent, excellent work. Gio Higgs, thanks for the show. If you had a top site or two for NFL research, I'm trying to get ready for week 1. I don't really have a site I use for research, believe it or not. I mean, you get the lines and that's it. I mean, it all depends what you're looking for. I mean, you want to go to like something like StatFox and get information. You go to covers or, VSiN has information. I mean, there's ESPN basically. I mean, any kind of site now. And again, I don't like to talk other sites and cap or stuff like that. There are plenty that just give information. What kind of information do you use for yourself though? It's like how are you using it for what you want to use it for? You know what I'm saying, Gio? I mean, there's plenty of spots to go, but you're going to get a write up from somebody else and their opinions. Do you want others' opinions or do you want your own opinion? Because if you just want your own stuff, use a basic. I mean, you want all the trends and angles and all the fancy, right? You could go to all these things. We talk about like baseball sites. I'm sure people mention them in the chat. You go to your expected weighted ERAs and spin rates and this and that. Like, I don't like in here. I'm not trying to over emphasize, overcharge, like overload brains with crazy kind of things. I'm basic meat and potato side totals. This is what I like. This is why I like it. This is why I think this is going to happen. I'm not coming in to lecture, to say this, and this is why. One, people have to. I mean, come on, it's just like a TikTok generation, right? I mean, we're like, if I'm like a microwave generation guy, where put it in a microwave for 30 seconds. What is now the swipe right crew? They have no time to learn. They have no time to learn. But again, for this, depending on what you want, you could find it. I really don't use anything. I mean, I get the lines and I go from there. I'm not worried about trying to cloud my judgment on things. Bill, I know you like Green Bay. Just wondering why Love hasn't done anything. More reason to like him. He sat behind a guy. He's in this system. He's ready to shine. I mean, Rodgers leaves and it's a huge burden off everybody. I think this team takes a step forward, Bill. Like, yeah, he's not Aaron Rodgers. And who is? You got a handful of guys who are Aaron Rodgers. But these guys are ready to grow and ready to be better. And on top of that, let's see, why would somebody like the Bears? What have you seen out of Josh Fields that you want to love this Bears team as a favorite? And the fact that it's come down from 3 to a 1 just tells me I'm right. Shows me I'm right out the door from 2 months ago. Duke Clemson 12.5. Again, gracious. The whole chat is on Clemson. The whole chat's on Clemson. Free mind is in the house, my guy. What do you say? Jeremy, you're welcome. I try, Jeremy. I try to help here. Try to give you the truth. Win, lose, or indifferent. Free mind. Over Cubbies Giants. I don't know. Someone else said that because it is at 9 and you got Steele and Webb. You think they're two better pitchers. I'm obviously looking for Steele to pitch a gem. I want him to win the Cy Young. I want the Cubbies to still win the Central. So I'm high on the Cubbies, and I just want a nice win there. Total wise, though, no real thought there. Gracie says Cubbies, Mariners, and the Jays. Again, Cubbies anytime with Steele, sure. The Blue Jays, do I want to lay 190? I don't know about that. I mean, that's not a team I want to lay with. Who's pitching for the Reds against Woo? I mean, Seattle is red hot. I get it. Scott, your favorite future NFL bet this year? You know what? I got to load up my divisions and win totals this week. I'm bad. I got to get them out tomorrow. I got to load them up Tuesday and Wednesday because the game started on Thursday. I don't know if I have a favorite. I mean, I really don't. Nothing. I didn't bet any in Vegas. I haven't bet any on sites. You know, my future. I bet what you do. I got a Sam Darnold comeback player of the year. That's that. Um, you're looking for a play. How about I want to go under Raiders. Under Raiders be one of my favorites. Brian, I love the Cubbies today, but I keep seeing a bunch of experts on the Giants. Am I missing something? Well, Logan Webb's a good pitcher. I mean, that's can they win? They dropped 3 in a row. Are they due? Are they due to win a game? I mean, I'm always pulling for the Cubs. I got Cubs futures. Stat reference. There you go. That's a good one. And there's another baseball one I forgot. But like King D, it's like you could just find these on basic pages. You could go to CBS and ESPN. They all have this stuff nowadays. You know. And like, what are you looking for? Like, I'm not looking. Like I don't. I'm not looking for DVOA of this team and that. What do they say? Get more bees with honey, right? I mean, I don't have to go. That's not. I mean, people do that. I guess, however people make money, they make it. Here's another fat brand, Fat Duke Moneyline. Here we go. So the FAAT Fat says Duke Moneyline. Now, I don't know if I'm running a bet Duke Moneyline, but the fact that you and only one other person here like Duke, I think you're all right here. I'm Maryland grad, Duck fan, fear the turtle. Trust me, supporting anything Duke sickens me. Again, the chat is all over Clemson here. So Joe Thompson says we got a pitching change for Oakland. What do we go to we got a starter now? Do we go to a guy coming in to pitch the first inning or two? Again, here comes the nonsense with this. Doesn't make a difference. I still like the over. Ramon Scott, my guy, what do I got here? TJ Antone will start for Cincinnati, but bullpen game. He was out for 2 years with Tommy John surgery. Returned on Saturday. Feel good story. Again, bullpen games for me. It's not like the Giants who are 17-5 in bullpen games. This is the Reds. Not interested in the Reds. Scott says, one of mine is the Rams finishing third. I like that. Arizona is going to be the worst team. So 185 is a good one. I don't think they're worse than Arizona. And as much as I'm down on San Fran, I don't think the Rams are beating them. Plus 185, I like it, Scott. Randy says, Las Vegas Review Journal has experts pick 10 games a week the night before. They're not the night before, Randy. Just so you know, I know guys who pick it they pick those days ahead of time. They have to be in a paper like the day before. It's not, those get picked a little ahead of time. I think they get picked on a Tuesday. Bill, Fact Show and Book Show totals down to 54 now. 54 total for, who's this, the Chiefs or Clemson game? I'm on a Fighting Irish already next week. Who they got? They got NC State next week? Minus a touchdown. Louis Medina starting for Waldichuk. Doesn't make a difference. Over. Lock it up to King. Right, so much out there now you have to tread lightly on the info you read because all information is not correct. Exactly. I made the point because last week someone mentioned the spreads on DraftKings for the splits, and I went to the VEASAN splits because I was on the Visa page for the odds. I'm like, it's same DraftKings, totally different numbers, and it's DraftKings. Don't believe that crap. And you don't need that nonsense. Stop it. Come up with your own thing. It's out of the bag already. It's if you're hearing about it on whatever channel, you don't think the guy who's sitting in a little box way ahead of you, let me take King D down so he doesn't think I'm talking to him. The guy who are making lines on a Wednesday for, the lines for the Sunday, September 17th games of the NFL, they're already ready to go. The lines are posted, and they'll come out on Wednesday, and you think on a Sunday afternoon, or you listen to some guy's podcast on a Friday before a football Friday show on a Friday before that line hasn't adjusted. That line, I mean, I come in here on Thursday morning when I do midday money this week. I'll say, "Oh, we got lines last night. We got a couple line moves," and you'll be like, "You think I'm talking about the Cowboy Giant game for the 10th?" When in actuality, I'm talking about the Monday night game on the 18th. That's had a line posted for 4 months already, and you know you're not paying attention to that game until the 14th or the 15th for that Monday night game when the line's already ready to go. You can't just wake up on game day and be like, I'm going to do something. Stop it. Stop. Does not work. All right, that's it. We're an hour in. I got to load up NFL today and tomorrow. Listen, hit the like button on the way out. I love nothing today. It's just the way it is. And again, I put out a lot of games. If I'm not betting nothing, again, the only game I bet, I got an 8.5 on Tampa. It's down to 8. I don't want to put out a different number. That's not right because you're going to go to the site and you'll see a win for me on 8.5, and it could be a loser here or vice versa. No. But college football, I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 college football already for Saturday, already on the Win a Free Pick page. I'm out of here though. I appreciate everybody watching. It's an hour. It is what it is. I'll be back tomorrow with some more midday money. Hit the like button on the way out. Hit the dislike button. Hit down. Yes, JW. The entire chat is on Clemson. 2 people. Fat with 2 A's and Brian Rojas. Only guys who mentioned Duke the whole hour and 7 minutes. Do as that as you will. Also the Phillies. A lot of Philly love today against Rich Hill. I'm out of here.